Hi, I'm Ashley Barker, and I live in Strathy Hall Plantation. I can think of no better place to start our exploration of everything Richmond Hill than right here in my own neighborhood. This is a beautiful place to call home, and upon moving here, I learned that it was also home to some of Georgia's earliest residents. Strathy Hall was a large 18th and 19th century plantation and was a part of Henry Ford's 20th century plantation. The original 1,400 acres of land comprising Strathy Hall were granted in 1756 to Captain James Mackay, a British soldier. It was Mackay who gave the plantation its name, which was derived from his family's home in Scotland. Captain Mackay was a comrade in arms to General George Washington, and in 1785, when James Mackay lay dying in Alexandria, Virginia, he asked for Washington to attend his bedside, but Washington received the call too late. Mackay's will bequeathed Strathy Hall to his grandson, John Kelsall. The Mackay mansion at Strathy Hall was destroyed long ago. The only thing that remains are these ancient live oak trees, which were probably here during the lifetime of Captain James Mackay. In 1804, Strathy Hall was sold to Colonel George W. McAllister, one of the most prominent citizens of Bryan County and of coastal Georgia. Nearby Fort McAllister, a Civil War fortification, was named for the family. Rice was the predominant crop of the plantation. Also produced were peas, beans, corn, and sweet potatoes. The next owner, R. Habersham Clay, and later his widow, held the property until 1925, when it became one of the first properties acquired by Henry Ford for his latter-day plantation. Richmond Hill eventually encompassed nearly 70,000 acres and most of southern Bryan County, which at the time consisted primarily of large rundown plantations. On acquiring Strathy Hall, Ford proceeded to accomplish a major restoration, stripping the house of its layers of additions to arrive at a simple plantation core. According to local tradition, Ford researched the house to produce an accurate restoration, even though he never lived in the house. After Ford's death, his entire plantation was purchased by the International Paper Company. Another landmark here is the old cemetery. This cemetery was originally part of the old plantation ran by Captain James Mackay. The land it's situated on was originally set aside for the burial of slaves from the plantation. It continued as an active cemetery for the African American community until the 1970s. Descendants of the slaves of the McAllister family wished to restore and preserve the Strathy Hall Cemetery. From the beginning, Strathy Hall has held unparalleled natural beauty. It sits in a grove of majestic live oaks on the Great Ogeechee River. The estate is surrounded by impressive magnolias that date back to the 18th century. Today, Strathy Hall is some of Richmond Hill's most desirable real estate. This community has homes with deep water access, and many streets in the subdivision offer dramatic views of the intercoastal waterways and marshes. Behind me is the community pool and clubhouse. This is the perfect place to cool off on hot summer days. It is right here that you also find the playground. If you have your own boat, we have a boat ramp. This little ramp is perfect for small pleasure craft and fishing excursions. If you would like to see more of Strathy Hall, call the Barker team at 912-756-6888. That's 912-756-6888. This has been Ashley Barker with Live, Work, Play, Richmond Hill. See you next time.